There is a burning question behind every hesitant glance at the future. Why is impact investing suddenly the mark of power, the symbol everyone chases? It's not just because it sounds good or looks polished on a LinkedIn bio. It's because deep down people are starving, not for more money, but for more meaning, more impact, more proof that their lives can ripple farther than themselves. But here's the brutal truth. Most of us wake up trapped in a script, living by rules that weren't made for greatness. We're told to follow crowd, play safe, fit in. That's the cage. And this cage, small and invisible as it may be, eats away at the fire inside, the one that screams for relevance beyond just earning a paycheck or ticking boxes. The problem thrives because the world tells us we're free. Free to chase comfort, stability, security. But that so-called freedom wraps us in chains of mediocrity and obedience. You feel it, right? The weight of living a life that's been prescribed, not created. The pain of seeing others, maybe your friends, family, or colleagues, settle for the routine while you sense you're meant for more. It's maddening. It's lonely. It tears at your soul day after day. And here comes impact investing, emerging as the new currency not just of wealth, but of identity. Why? Because it flips the script. It says, you don't have to buy into the dull, boring race anymore. You can invest in what you believe in. You can use your money for good without losing control or profits. This isn't just clever jargon. It's a lifeline. For anyone tired of watching the rich get richer by exploiting the planet and people, impact investing is a damn revolution. It's where your finances shake hands with your conscience, where your ambition pairs with your empathy. But more than that, it's a way to broadcast to the world that you refuse to be just another cog in the machine. The world has conditioned us to think that success is silence, a quiet accumulation behind closed doors. But impact investing rewrites this narrative. Success is loud. Success is visible. Success is status. The kind of status that says, I care, I act, I lead differently. And that's why it has become the ultimate status symbol. Because in choosing impact, you show everyone you're not just about making money. You're about changing the game, and that's magnetic. It's powerful. And those who get it, those who dare to be different, know it's the real flex in a world full of empty trophies. But let's get real. This isn't some fairy tale where you throw money at a project and suddenly everything's perfect. Impact investing pushes you to be awake, fully awake to the systems that stagnate, the hypocrisy that's built into business as usual. It demands courage. The courage to question, to challenge, to refuse comfort and conformity. To see the ugly truth that the world is broken because it rewards the obedient instead of the brave, the bold, the visionary. It's unsettling, sure, because it means rejecting the easy path, the beaten track. It means stepping out from the safety nets woven by society and standing alone, sometimes against the tide, but never unnoticed. What makes impact investing so electrifying is that it hands us back the power that's always been under threat. The power of the individual. Not the individual who silently obeys, but the individual who rises beyond labels, beyond systems, beyond expectation. The investor who sees wealth not just as an end, but a tool, a weapon even, used to carve a new future. This future is not just about green energy or fair trade alone. It's about creating ecosystems where every investment breathes life into communities, planet, innovation, and hope. Your wallet becomes your voice, your rebellion, your manifesto. The magic happens when people realize that they don't have to wait for governments, corporations, or anyone else to do the right thing. Impact investing is a declaration that enough waiting, enough watching, enough being small. It's a call to act, to take sovereignty over where your money goes and who it serves. Because the system is designed to keep most people powerless under the guise of choosing, but impact investing flips that. It brings your power back into your hands, white hot, demanding you choose not what's easy, but what's right. Not just for the next quarter, but for generations to come. To truly embrace this is to embrace transformation, not incremental tweaks, but deep change. It's about unlearning the idea that wealth is only wealth if it grows in isolation. That investing can be emotional, ethical, and profitable at the same time. That this is not compromise, but evolution. That every dollar invested is a punch thrown at complacency. And this is exactly what makes impact investing a force that shakes the foundations of old guard power. It's a beacon of becoming, a platform where you align with the rare few who refuse to accept the world as it is, and instead imagine what it could be. You might wonder if this is just for the wealthy elite. But no, it's a call for anyone who dares to be more than just a number on a spreadsheet or a face in a crowd. It's for those done with silence, done with watching the world burn while claiming to protect it. It's for those who feel that itch, that unbearable tension when you know you're destined for more. More than comfort, more than safety nets laid by society's rules. It's for the rebels, the creators, the few who are willing to be patient, to take the long game. Because change worth having rarely comes fast. If you listen close, you'll hear it. The quickening pulse at your chest, the quiet rage at mediocrity, the hunger for a world that honors difference instead of punishing it. This pulse connects you to everyone who has ever felt trapped by systems that promise freedom but deliver rules. Impact investing is the crack in the system's armor. It's the first breath of fresh air after suffocating under decades of routine and control. It is liberation, not handed down by institutions, but seized by those ready to rewrite the rules. The boldness here is radical, because it rejects the comfort of blending in and instead demands fierce individuality. The world doesn't need another copycat investor chasing fudged returns or hollow prestige. It needs warriors who see that true impact is messy, complex, but utterly necessary. Those who know that investing is not just about money. It's about values, vision, and the unapologetic power to be the change. So when people show off impact investing not just as a financial move, but as their status, it's so much more than bragging. It's screaming to the world that they stand for something beyond themselves. They refuse a life half-lived. They demand more than empty promises. They are lighting a fire that can't be smothered by convenience or fear. And in doing so, they free others because true power is contagious. It's impossible to ignore the energy of someone who invests with their whole heart, who fights with their whole mind, who builds with their whole soul. This is not just a trend. It's a movement of the few who refuse to wait, who refuse to obey without question, the few who are done with the rules that shrink humanity and reward anonymity. Impact investing is their rally cry, their weapon, and their badge of honor. And if you feel that fire flickering in your chest, if you hear that silent call pushing you to break free from the mundane, welcome, because you're not alone. You're part of something bigger than money, bigger than status. You're part of a revolution of becoming. Invest not just to grow wealth, but to grow change. Invest not just to follow, but to lead. Invest not just to be seen, but to be felt. Impact investing is the new way forward, the ultimate status symbol for those who don't settle, don't obey, who burn with the courage to build the world they want to live in. Don't just watch this shift from the sidelines. Be the shift. The power has always been waiting within you. Now it's time to seize it, invest it, and let your life be the signal fire. Loud, unstoppable, transformational. Because when impact investing becomes your story, you don't just change your future, you change the world's. And that is the real status symbol. The power to shape what comes next, on your own terms, with your own fire blazing in the dark.